Hey everybody, this is Reid Guthrie, the Home Detective, Seattle, Washington. We're in an attic of a home built in 1999. You can see a stain here on the sheathing. And no, that's not fire damage, it's not smoke damage. This area here that's wrapped with the insulation is a skylight in one of the bathrooms. And so we've got a gap in the ceiling somewhere that's allowing warm, moist air to come up into the attic where it condenses on the cooler surface of the sheathing, and then you get dust and dirt migrating to that cool, damp surface, and in a worst case scenario you get some fungal decay started. We're far away from that right now. This is the north roof of the attic, so it's going to typically be cooler than the south roof because it gets more sun exposure on the south side, so tends not to be as much of a condensing surface. This is not a big problem at this point. All we need to do is figure out where the air is coming from and seal it up. Some caulking, maybe some mastic, and stop the warm, moist air from coming up here into the attic. This staining isn't going to cause any problems. So it's a preventative measure at this point rather than a bunch of corrective actions that have to be taken. We don't need to remove and replace this stuff. We just need to keep it from getting worse. And this is a pretty common scene. Skylights, you can have it happen around bath fan exhaust ducts like we have here. We'll sometimes see it around can lights, where the can light penetrates the ceiling and then the humidity will come up through the gaps around the light. We might also see it around soffit vents where cool air is being drawn into the attic, and then rather than flushing out of the attic, it condenses on the sheathing. But something you should look for in your attic, particularly if you have skylights. Sometimes we'll see bath fans that are slightly disconnected and spewing a lot of warm, moist air into the attic rather than out into the atmosphere. So something for you to look for. Don't freak out if you see it, at least not if you're seeing something like this. It's pretty easy fix. Just figure out where the air is coming in and seal it off. This is Reid Guthrie, the Home Detective, Seattle, Washington.